Okay, so today's video, I don't know, it's going to be a random mesh of things. I'm going to try to make it all make sense. It sort of does in my mind, so I'm going to just talk it out. But basically, all this talk of unity and, togetherness from the same people that, want to burn your city down, called you a Nazi, it's a strange one. Basically, what unity means is you bend the knee or else. It's you follow the mainstream narrative or else.
Tom Murphy! Unity! That was cold-blooded!
I mean, you could see companies bending the knee. Like, I really need to know what, Oreo thinks, or, Games Workshop coming out with the first human non-binary person. But no, just kidding. That was a mistake. Let's erase that. Hey, Games Workshop, you've had lots of non-binary characters. They're called orcs. Orcs are non-binary. But, it's important that we have a human non-binary guy that, we show the pronouns, because slacktivism today is all about just saying the words. You just have to say the words. I mean, that's part of the conditioning, is you can't just silently, agree or disagree. You have to say the words. And if you don't say the words, and if you don't toe that narrative, you will be targeted. If you disagree with the mainstream narrative at all, okay, you'll lose your Facebook, you will lose your twatters, you'll just be digitally erased from the interwebs. And it's funny because people are starting to now realize this with the GameStop thing, right? And if you're not following the GameStop thing, don't take the story from me, look it up, but I'll give you the heretic, effed up version of the story. Basically, Melvin Capital and some other big hedge funds decided that they were going to short sell GameStop shares. And, a couple of, internet shitlords on Reddit found out about it, this big group called Wall Street Bets. And they decided it'd be funny if they, bought the stock and raised the price, right? Because then, in the hedge funds would lose a bunch of money. Well, it became a freaking meme. And then, Elon Musk got into it. And then lo and behold, the stock, went up about 400% at one time. I don't know what it is now. And then, Discord decides to ban Wall Street Bet server, right, for hate speech. Wow, that's a shocker, because, I haven't heard this play before. So, yeah, if you dare challenge the elite and powerful in this country, they will use all of the institutions that they have control of to shut you down, right? If these guys were guilty of hate speech, how about some examples? Why not show us, what they did, right? It is really convenient that these guys were guilty of hate speech right when they were doing something, good and positive. And going back to unity, we actually had people from both sides of the aisle finally agreeing on something, which is Wall Street guys suck, right? You remember back when there was a thing called Occupy Wall Street at the very beginning, before it got taken over by SJWs? It was like, yeah, we want money out of politics. Who could disagree with that? Such an easy message. Then it got taken over by, the extreme left, and it became more about, the progressive stack and all this crazy nonsense. And then, it was like the Tea Party guys were like, I don't want anything to do with that. Most people were like, it's getting a little too crazy. And that message got lost. Well, here we are in 2021, and now it's happening again, right? But this time they're actually being hurt. And now we're seeing the establishment respond, not just by Discord. You have the trading apps like Robinhood and Ameritrade refusing to let people trade this stock. You cannot sell this stock, which means that they are using their powers to affect the market. The same thing they're accusing the shitlords of doing, the trolls, right? And you've got the mainstream media backing up. You've got articles saying that, these Reddit guys are Nazis. Mother Jones talking about Trump. They're all Trump supporters. Trump's no longer in office, you guys. So I don't, get over him. I guess my main point is you see the same tools of oppression, censorship, mainly censorship, right? If you can't coordinate, you can't discuss these things might as well not exist, right? You see that being used, it's hate speech, it's racist or whatever, when we're talking about GameStop stocks. I can't say it. Okay. But, you see that all being used. And yes, if you can hear it, I am talking in a car and it is raining. Yes, this is the only time I have a chance to air my thoughts. And so when these fuckers call for unity, I say, and no, all right? You could see unity happens organically, and you could see it happening with this GameStop phenomenon. I hope people, I know it's not going to last, okay? Like all good memes, it's not going to last, but it is one ray of sunshine in this shit show so far that we call 2021. And, I hope people understand, they take the broader message, which is, step out of line with these rich and powerful people, and they will come after you. And we do need to back up things that we do need to support, things like, this, like, we do need to air our support. We do need to let people know, hey, yes, it is okay to fuck over Wall Street guys, because they've been fucking us over the entire time. Okay? And now we just use their rules against them, and now they want to change the rules. And they have all these institutions backing them up. And I hope people see and realize that and know that, hey, there is a true threat to our democracy. There's a true threat to your well-being, and it's not the guy on the other side of the aisle, right? It's not your neighbor who supported the candidate that you don't agree with, okay? It's the people that are influencing this cultural rift, right? It's those people, the people in charge of, universities, Hollywood, entertainment, news, media, and even our politicians are wanting us to be distracted by, these so-called hot button issues, and we don't realize that they're all on the same team. And it's becoming very obvious when people step out of line, and then you see all these major institutions line up against them. So anyways, so they want unity. I say, fuck no. That is my message of today. Hey, look, hope you enjoy the video. I know this is very different for you guys. It's very different for me to, air out my thoughts like this, but, I just want to put up some content for the channel. So, appreciate it. And, I will see you guys later.